Welcome to While You Wait, the podcast that you listen to while you wait for your electric vehicle to charge. We're talking Tailgate Kitchen, and we are on the road. I'm testing out this new thing, which is not the Starlink Mini, but my actual 5G plus network. And I think the image quality might be better, but I can't really test it right now. So I need you guys to tell me. In the live comments. Super easy. Also, my buns are higher today. Yeah, it just so happens to be like that. It's not a great day. No, it's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. And it's raining on and off. It's like 13 degrees Celsius for those who know what Celsius are. And we're gonna go do the first episode ever of Tailgate Kitchen, the pilot. So, since we're driving there, I've decided that this would be the great time to talk to you more about what Tailgate Kitchen is going to be about. And like to have a little bit of the behind the scenes of Tailgate Kitchen. So far, Tailgate Kitchen came to be because when we are on the road, we need to eat. And we realized that eating in a restaurant is not that great. I mean, some people might like to eat in restaurants. They think it's like, oh, when you're so rich, you eat in restaurants. But quite frankly, paying the amount of money that you pay for like Gordon, Cisco food, for foods that are often already pre-made and just assembled there is not great. And then you pay for the service and the tip and all that. And I understand the industry. I worked in like restoration and all that stuff, like hotellerie, back in the day. But the issue is the price of everything. I mean, it's crazy. You go to the restaurant, it's gonna cost you a minimum of $100. I don't feel like you're getting a lot for $100. Not necessarily great food, not necessarily like great, even not the food, but like the aliment, like the basics of the food. The lettuce is not necessarily gonna be organic. So it's just so expensive. And while we were road tripping, we're like, this is too much for nothing. I don't feel satisfied going to the restaurant. Maybe when you go, well, for me and like for us, it's like that. When we go to the restaurant, because we really want to go to the restaurant, because we want to, look at each other in the eyes and talk and show ourselves off in the outdoors, well, then it's great to go at the restaurant. But if not, just because you're hungry, going at the restaurant, it sucks. Yeah. So not doing that anymore. And that's how Tailgate Kitchen came to be, because we're like, well, we love to cook, so we're just gonna cook. But to cook in the car, or like, not necessarily in a moving car, because I haven't tried that one yet. But to be able to cook with the car, we had to purchase a few things. Yeah, like the air fryer, the DJI power bank, which is like a big battery, the Nespresso machine we already had, an induction cooktop. Yeah, like just one induction cooktop. That's very important. And then the rest is mostly stuff that you would use in your kitchen, like these spoons, spatula, and all these other random stuff, cutting boards. So we've got all of that. And condiments, of course, salt, pepper, oil. Yeah, we have a push oil. That's great for the air fryer. And now that we have all of that, well, we have cooked already in the tailgate a few times. But we were waiting for a beautiful day to shoot the first tailgate. Yeah, no, that's why we're done waiting, because there's no beautiful days, and the beautiful days that we did go for shooting were motel, and we got beautiful days for this, and now it's supposed to rain until like next week. So we decided, well, we're doing it. Hey, midnight smoke, not late this time. Yeah, well, welcome, thanks for being here. So this is like the genesis of Tailgate Kitchen and how it all came to be. Now, for it to become its own show, yeah, well, this means that it needs to have some excitement, some entertainment, and most importantly, some Piper. So we have all of that, and it's gonna be a mix between like Iron Chef and, what was it, like Iron Chef and Guy Fieri, or Iron Chef and Piper, because the way Tailgate Kitchen goes is that, first of all, we need to go get the food. Sometimes we're already gonna have it, but a day like today, we don't have everything we need for Tailgate Kitchen. And since you're in the car, we only have this very small cooler, which is right there. So we usually tend to buy more like on a day-to-day basis than buying for a whole week because it just doesn't fit in there. And you don't want to eat the same thing over and over and over again for a whole entire week. I mean, some people do meal prep. I don't get it. I'm not this type of person. I can't do that. So I would rather eat one meal and then we have some leftover and eat something different from that leftover, kind of recycle in a different way. And that's perfect for me. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get some food, and then once we have all of the ingredients, we start cooking. Where it gets interesting is that to cook, we're not using propane or propane accessories, and we're not using butane either. I mean, we drive an electric vehicle. We can't go like the other side, the gas side. No, that's not possible. So we have the DJI power bank, which we charge on electricity. And then, well, this one, we plug everything into it, meaning that we are only allowed, is it our Starlink Mini? It's like, oh no, you're not using me right now.
Because we're going to a rough spot.
Yeah, the rough spot in Strathcona. Woohoo, even the camera's freaking out. Yeah, this is where they're constructing the new hospital in Vancouver, but this is just like across the bridge from the downtown. Woohoo. And it's always like crazy. Probably because all the big trucks that come here. Now, once we start the cooking, so I have 100% on my battery. Right now I have 100% on my battery, which is really cool because it's kind of like 11:20 a.m. at the time of recording this. But usually sometimes when I am about to cook lunch or dinner, there's a lot less in my battery. There'd be like a lot less percentage left because chances are I will already have had breakfast on the battery and another coffee while I supercharge, and then lunch takes battery power, and then dinner takes battery power. So all of these I need to account for because I need enough battery to survive the whole day without recharging it. I mean, you can do guerrilla charging. It's kind of full in 4 hours, which is not that bad for this type of battery. But still, the whole point is that I have to cook against the battery. So there's going to be one camera that is on the battery percentage, and then there's going to be another camera that is, sorry, I'm fixing the Starlink Mini. And then there is another another camera on me. And then there's many other cameras. We have a lot of cameras. So we're going to figure this out. There's one that's going to be handheld. There's another one that's going to be stuck to the trunk. Oh, also, we didn't want to do Tailgate Kitchen yet, not just because it's not nice out, but because the trunk is still broken. And it's going to cost $1,056 and some cents to fix it. So right now where it's at with the trunk is that we're waiting for the part. But I already gave a deposit of $300. So they put in the order for the part because the part is pretty cheap, like something like $150. The rest is just the putting it on. Yeah, the truck. This like not truck, Tesla Model X. So SUV. I don't know how you want to call it, but that. So I suggest you go and watch Tailgate Kitchen. Yeah, because right now we have a setup which is a C-stand. If you know a little bit about cinema, you'll know what a C-stand is, and that's gonna be the lifeline of the truck. And we tested it a bit earlier. There's chances it will fall on my head.
It's not gonna be fun.
No, and it's not like thin chances. There's good chances. Yeah, so I'm gonna have this very, very small area in which I can cook because of the C-stand and because it needs to hold the trunk open or else I can't cook. Well, this is gonna be all very interesting. We'll see how I manage. After which, well, we just go and do it. So I know you must be like, oh, Piper, but what is it you're gonna be doing in Tailgate Kitchen, right?
Don't die.
Not dying is number one rule. But number two is in Canada, there are no In-N-Out burgers. And so I'm gonna make an In-N-Out copycat burger. We're gonna make a double-double. We're not gonna go crazy animal style because it's my first Tailgate Kitchen, okay? So we don't want me to like surpass all the other Tailgate Kitchens in the first episode. So it's gonna be a double-double. It's gonna be all made in the Tailgate Kitchen, like legit, all made in the Tailgate Kitchen. Some of you might know that I have done an episode back in the day where I went to Kaiser, because Kaiser is in the USA. I think it's in Portland. Yeah, Oregon? Is it in Oregon?
I think it's on
Kaiser?
Yeah.
It's not Washington, it's Portland. I think it's Portland, and that was the closest to Vancouver, BC, In-N-Out burger. There are no other ones close, except for sometimes the truck. The In-N-Out burger truck, it comes in Langley for this like old vintage car fair thing. Yeah, and there's a lineup from 4:30 in the morning to get the In-N-Out burger. This is an amazing burger. I love In-N-Out burgers, so we're gonna do a copycat from the tailgate. If ever you are the type of person that loves tailgating, that loves the summertime, and that loves all that stuff, well, you're gonna need to watch it because you're gonna need to do it too and film yourself, put it on YouTube, and send me the link. Because this is gonna be so cool. So In-N-Out burger copycat. Now for the fries. The fries at In-N-Out are shit. They're not good. They're horrible fries. They don't taste great. I know. Some of you might be like, well, they're like the freshest thing in the In-N-Out burger menu. Yeah, they make them on demand. I know all of this. They're fresh. I understand. Still not good. It's not good fries. Like McDonald's has good fries, In-N-Out doesn't have good fries. Who else has good fries?
Any places.
I mean, Carl's Jr. fries were good. Were pretty good. Yeah, Carl's Jr. was pretty good. So it's just I don't know. I don't like fresh fries. Whatever. It's just not good. The taste is not there. There's something weird. And I must not be the only one, I'm sure. So if you're a person who doesn't like the In-N-Out fries, please drop a comment and tell me about it. Yeah. Because seriously, I haven't found, the fries great. But the burgers, it's very hard to match the In-N-Out burgers. First of all, it is smashed. And did you know, I have a whole bunch of fun facts about In-N-Out. Did you know that it's actually like one patty is 57 grams? That's 2 ounces. So it's very small. So in a double-double, you would have 4 ounces, meaning like close to 114 grams, which is pretty good. But in the end, I mean, it's not that much, right? Because you need to smash it. You need to do the smash burger. So it's very thin. It has to Maillard reaction everywhere to be crispy. And then you need American sliced cheese. Yeah. Not cheddar, because that's from the UK, right? So you need, and not Avarti either. You need the real American. So that's what we're going to try to find at the Real Canadian Superstore. I know it's called Real Canadian, and we're trying to find American. We don't have American stores in Canada.
Single craft is American.
Yeah, is it?
That's what they call it. It's the.
So we're gonna buy craft singles?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
American
processed cheese, like they say in the Big Mac on McDonald's, American processed cheese.
That's single.
Okay, so we're gonna buy craft singles. That's pretty good. I do find that though the cheese in the In-N-Out burger is quite less. It's like in Seattle. It doesn't taste much like craft cheese. That thing tastes like that cheese tastes something. It's salty. It's like it has so much flavor in it. Compared to some of the cheeses that they put in the burgers, like Dick's burger was very settled cheese. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's the thin one.
Maybe it's because it's thin.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too thin. That's why it doesn't taste much.
You know, because craft they got the thin
yeah,
slices.
and they got the thick slices.
Because they're gonna reduce inflation.
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna go get all of that. We're gonna do an In-N-Out copycat. It's all gonna be out of the actual Tailgate Kitchen, out of this trunk right here that is moving right now. Yeah, it's a Sin. She texted me. Yeah, I'm gonna reply to her later. She doesn't know how this stuff works yet. So okay, I'm gonna educate her. Okay, back to burgers. So In-N-Out has a few special things about it. First of all, In-N-Out is still family owned. Yeah, they never like opened it to anyone. It's probably why every time.
It's not franchise.
Yeah, it's not franchise, and it's probably why every time you see like an In-N-Out is so full because they have full control on where they put them, and so there aren't that many In-N-Outs. Like, okay, if you look on the map at
In
the US,
California.
there are some, but there's not as many as McDonald's or as Subway or as even maybe like Arby's, Burger King. So they don't compete with each other in that way. Like there's not one right next town necessarily, and they're really good burgers. Also, other thing about In-N-Out, they shred their lettuce manually. Yeah, it's like with their hands. So they don't use tools or like, so they break it apart. That's a very important fact. Other fact, if we're doing the double double, which we are, well, we're gonna need some onions. It's just an onion, like in the Whopper. Yeah, onion. An onion ring of onion, but not an onion ring. Yeah. So that is in there. And then the secret sauce. Okay, it's always that. It's always a lot of debates on secret sauces.
It's always a secret sauce.
Because it's secret, right? But it's not so secret.
Everybody's copying.
Yeah, because it's a copycat. So you can get the secret sauce recipe, but you might not have the same ingredients. We were talking about this the other day. Like, I've tried the mayo chop. So that's mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together. But the problem is, I think it's actually Heinz who makes the mayo chop. Yeah, and I love the Heinz ketchup, but I don't like the Heinz mayonnaise. So I don't like the mayo chop. But if Hellmann's and Heinz would do a partnership and they would do mayo chop, I would love it. Because that's how I do my mayo chop. Meaning,
It's like the mayonnaise that squeeze doesn't taste the same thing that the mayonnaise, even if it's a Hellman.
yeah, the squeeze bottle is way liquider than the stuff in the jar. So I think it's exactly the same for some of these sauces. Now, if you use like, is it Bix Pickles to do, well, your sauce, or Bix Relish to do your sauce, then they might not use Bix. So it's not going to taste the exact same thing, and that makes sense. But we don't have the same fournisseur. Yeah, so we have to do what we have to do. Anyway, I got all of the ingredients for the In-N-Out secret sauce. You want to know what the secret sauce is? From my sources, secret sauce is mayonnaise, ketchup, relish. It has to be sweet relish though. That's why I got the Bix, because that's a really good one. It's my favorite. I put it in my hot dogs. Some vinegar, just white vinegar, sugar, of course, to add a little bit of oomph. And yeah, that's pretty much it. 5 ingredients, right? Is that what I got on here? I think that's what I got on here. Yeah, mayo, ketchup, sweet pickle relish, white vinegar, sugar, oh, a pinch of salt. But you put salt in everything. That's like in a cake, you have to put salt. It doesn't really count as an ingredient, right? So you mix it all up, and then you can smother. Well, okay, some people don't smother that much. I like a lot of sauce in my everything. So I just put a lot, but you don't have to put a lot. You can balance it out. Then, so that's the secret sauce. That's supposed to be the secret sauce. Did you notice what's missing in this sauce? Mustard. Colonel mustard is not there. There's no mustard. And I kind of get it. Mustard does have this, like, this harsher taste to it. But yet again, I don't know. Like, McDonald's does a different one. In-N-Out does a different one. I would have to just go out there and taste all the sauces and see which one is really my favorite. Because I have to admit that the McDonald's Big Mac sauce, not the greatest for me, but I don't eat Big Macs. I always take like a quarter pound with cheese if I'm gonna have an actual like burger at McDonald's, or I'm gonna take one of the neck value, like just the small burger, the double, just like $3, right? The small one, the one with the pickle, yeah, and the little onions. That's the one. Ketchup, mustard, cheese, double patty, pickle, onion. Bam. That's good for me. I love that one. And then I always go with the chicken nuggets. Yeah, that's why. I'm a chicken nugget person. So I like sweet and sour sauce. That's my sauce. But you don't put that on the burger. That's just weird. I wouldn't do that. So that's what I'm going to be cooking. Now, since I don't like the In-N-Out burger fries, like I said, okay, it's cool. It's for Facebook Marketplace. I'm selling some stuff. So the thing is, since I don't like the In-N-Out burger fries, I'm just gonna buy some frozen crinkle fries before you all go crazy, okay? I made some test kitchen research. Yeah, I've been working on Tailgate Kitchen without doing Tailgate Kitchen for a while now. Almost like 3 weeks, huh? Uh-huh. And I've tried fries in the air fryer that we did homemade. So we blanched them and then we cooked them in the air fryer. It was a disaster. Yeah, it was horrible. It was just like when you go to a friend's house and they say, yeah, I'm gonna make fries in the oven, and you're like, oh no, don't do that. And it tasted just like that. So some of them were not cooked, some of them were half cooked, and some of them were burnt. It's a big mix and match of all of that. So far, the frozen French fries, I know they're already a little bit, cooked and fried. So they're already fried in oil. They kind of pre-fried in oil. That's why they're so delicious. But in the air fryer, oh my, that guy's name. So it's the best. It's really the best. It gives you the best crunch, the best French fry for like oven, I would say, but air fry. Air fry is great with actual frozen French fries. If not, I still have to do some tests for homemade in the air fryer, but my first test was non-conclusive, so I'm not doing that. I don't want to show you that in front of the camera. You're gonna puke. Like, it doesn't look great. No. And then, well, of course, to accompany the fries, I got some squeaky mayo and some ketchup. So we'll see which one I decide to do or what I do. Okay, what else do I have as fun facts on the actual In-N-Out burger? Do you guys have like things that you know about In-N-Out burger that surprised you? Because I found a few crazy things out there.
Who haven't had In-N-Out burger in the
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Who hasn't had In-N-Out burger? Have you like never tested or never had In-N-Out burger? Because I feel like you love it or you hate it. But I've only met one person that didn't like it. And not a good person.
That's
Yeah, not a good person.
it's not a good
I mean, it's not. No. This is. And I even heard that. So A&W came out with their smash burger. Yeah. And when we were in Hope, there's a guy that was staying like at the motel near us, and he went and tried it out, and he was a bit disappointed. I haven't tried it personally yet, the A&W smash burger, but it's on the list. But now I'm doing the copycat anyways, so that's just how it's gonna have to go. Okay. So we don't have anybody, so nobody has not tried yet. Anyways, this stays on forever on the internet, so you can always comment later. Oh, there's also a very important order in the burger world when you do some fast food burgers. Like when you're at home, you don't care, right? I'm personally a person who puts cheese at the bottom. Yeah, and that was a big controversy with the burger emoji, that some people would put the cheese at the bottom. So the way it works in my head, okay, is that if you do eat your burger like a cheeseburger, or if you do eat it with tomato, lettuce, onion, and a lot of condiments, well, the problem is that's gonna wet the bread, and you don't want soggy bread. This is not a thing. This is not French toast, okay? So the way it goes is that when you actually cook your patty and then you put your cheese on top, and then, well, you can also cover it if you want to make the cheese melt and the moisture stay there, whatever. Then you take it and you flip it on the lower bun, and that way the cheese acts as a barrier, and it protects the bread, so it keeps it crunchy, and it keeps it like from all the juices from the patty to go in the bread. Of course, the thinner the meat, the less the juices in that way. I understand the physics of it, but still love to do that with all of my burgers. And then you can top it off, but it's the same thing that I wouldn't put a tomato directly on the bread. It's just gonna make it soggy. So I would rather put like the stuff, like the sauce, then the lettuce, then the tomato, then the patty, then the cheese, then the other patty. If I were to do it like that.
But it's not going to be like that.
No, because there's a special staggering, yeah, for the In-N-Out. So where the stacking goes for the In-N-Out is toasted bun heel, so that's the bottom. And then you put the spread, whole bunch of spread. Then iceberg lettuce, hand leafed, not shredded. Yeah.
So the lettuce is like a barrier.
So the lettuce will act as your barrier in that way, yeah. You still have the spread on the bun, but I think it's always better to put the spread on the bun because that makes it taste something. Though, It's slippery. This is the thing though. If you have lettuce or tomato or onions and you have sauce in a burger, it's gonna slip. It's very hard not to slip. So, okay, where were we at? Bun heel, the spread, iceberg lettuce, tomato, one thick slice, and then patty, American cheese, patty, American cheese. It's funny that they say it like that because the American cheese is already on the patty. You have to put it like on the grill, right? Then onion, raw slice, so that's on top, and then the other bun. And they don't put more sauce. They just put the sauce on the bottom. Or so it says on there. So if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. If not, this is what I'm going for. Yeah, for Tailgate Kitchen, this is what we're gonna do. And there's an order for all of these burgers, whether it's the Big Mac or whether it's the double or the Whopper. It doesn't matter. They have this order and they have to respect the order. It's like the order of the stick, but different. Okay, what do we have here? No, we don't have In-N-Out around here. We have Cookout. Well, see, Cookout works. So you can make it at home and tell me how it was. I think the magic of In-N-Out burgers is really, and it's going to freak you out, but it's in the bun. Yeah. It's because their bun is so crispy. Like, the part, so the way I think they do it, because I've spied it a little bit, is that they have this sort of, it's a griddle? Yeah, it's a griddle, and they toast the bun on the griddle, but it's a clean griddle. It's not the one that has the meat on it. No. It's a clean griddle, and that's how they toast. And it toasts so evenly, and the toasting, for some reason, is thick, like it's deep. So it's kind of like the toasting steeps really deep into the bun, and when you take a bite, especially on the sides, of course, but even in the middle, it's still crunchy. Like the bun is like, it's like a crouton and a bun mixed together. And they don't put no oil. So there's no oil, no fat. They really do the bun dry. It's a dry bun. Yeah, I just invented that. But I think it's cool. Robert says, we lost our In-N-Out burger joint in our hometown over 10 years ago. What?
That's they closed it.
Yeah, why did they close it? Not enough people, I'm guessing. Oh, that sucks. Well, sorry about that. Leaf lettuce on bottom is best. Oh, so I guess like, see, so you have a bit of the same comprehension as me, or the same, understanding that the leaf needs to be somewhere so that it holds the juices, and then when you eat, you are actually eating most of the juices and sauces and all that good stuff. Midnight Smoke says no tomatoes. What do you mean? You don't like tomatoes in your burger, or there's no tomatoes in the double?
Is there tomatoes?
I don't know. This is the recipe I got. I got it online though.
But in your recipe, you got tomatoes.
Yes.
Okay, so
Recipe double. Recipe double. What does it say? So this is from Google's AI. It's pretty much the same as what Claude gave me. Hey, it says, animal style has mustard, but that's for the animal style, that's not for the double. Fresh leaf lettuce, 2. Oh, 2 thick tomato slices. It says 2 instead of 1. I got 1 here.
It's not that thick.
No.
It's thin. Everything's thin.
I think it has to fit, right? So I have a few images there. And it's all different. You can't really tell. I think they're all doing it. So it's not like the copycat. Top bun, American cheese, patty, caramelized onion. Oh, but that's animal style. Caramelized onion is the animal style. It's dirtier. Yeah, and it's good. So, no tomatoes. Okay. Robert says, ever tried Five Guys burger? Yeah, Five Guys is a good burger.
Double, no tomato?
No tomato.
Okay.
No. So, Five Guys, the problem with Five Guys, in my opinion, is that it becomes soggy really fast. And even if you eat it there, the fact that they wrap the whole entire burger, and the fact that I always take like the mushrooms and the onions and all that good stuff, makes it very soggy. And I understand like the fascination or the like soggy burger type, and it has like the sesame seeds on top and all that. But quite frankly, I prefer my bun crispy. Yeah. So maybe the fact that In-N-Out doesn't fully wrap their burgers makes it not so mushy. Uh-huh.
And I don't think they toasted the same way.
Oh.
Five Guys then In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I think they toasted with the juice of the burger.
So they toast it with the juice. There is some crispiness to it a little bit. I mean, the patty's really good because it is also smashed. The fries can be good. It depends because they change potatoes, right? So it depends. But it's true that it's more good fries than In-N-Out burger, for sure. So I do like that, but again, I don't like a soggy bun. So that sometimes I want a Five Guys, but it's rarer. I think if I had because there's Five Guys in Canada, we have one in downtown Vancouver, not a problem to get to and to go to. But I have to say, I've been a lot less often to Five Guys than I've been to McDonald's. And if there was an In-N-Out, I would definitely go more often to the In-N-Out than to the Five Guys. Yeah.
I would go get my fries at Five Guys, then go.
Exactly, then get
grab
a solo burger at no combo. You just grab a few things and you make your own, because that would be the best. Midnight Smoke says, no tomatoes on my burger, only if they're grounded in a pasta sauce. Like ketchup, you mean? Because I think that counts as tomato, depending. My only problem is that it usually costs a lot of money. What do you mean, Five Guys? Because I was a burger. Last time we went, we took 2 simple burgers. And okay, no, it was 1 combo and then 1 single burger that we shared, because we shared the fries and the juice. That's enough for the 2 of us. And it was surprisingly cheap. Seriously, I was like, wow. But if you eat a lot and you take 2 doubles and a big fry and a milkshake or their special lemonade, I mean, maybe that's gonna cost you a lot more. But it was under $20 for the 2 single burgers, the fry, and we took, I think it was a cola of some sort. Yeah. So okay, $14 USD. So maybe that's 20-ish in Canadian dollars. And I gave $1 for child abuse. So it was a little bit less than that. And that was yeah, usually if we go to McDonald's and we don't take McValue, we are gonna be close to $20. So that was kind of in my range of fast food. But now McDonald's has the McValues, and that's $5 each. So that last time it cost me, I think, total $10.86. Yeah, with the taxes and all that. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Maybe US stateside is more expensive. Well, that's the thing, right? There's no In-N-Out in Canada, so I've never actually eaten at In-N-Out in Canada. Oh, that's just a friend. She's saying that she wants to ditch sushi and go eat tacos instead. And then our Five Guys moved away last year too. Wow, what's happening to your town? It's becoming a ghost town?
Ghost town.
Yeah, maybe that's the problem, right? There's no more people working there, so it doesn't bring in new people, and then all the big commerces have to leave. Oh, another electric vehicle! Yay! The ID bus. Oh, let's not get political. Come on, guys. But the thing is, I think In-N-Out is a really good burger. On a scale of good burgers, I think it's really good. Of course, you can go with bigger, thicker burgers. But that's a different vibe. And it's the same thing as sometimes I just want bacon and cheese in my burger with condiments, and I don't want lettuce and tomatoes. I don't want veggies or onions. This happens. But sometimes you want a burger that actually has some vegetables in it. It's a completely different taste and a completely different style. Yeah. I think I like both, but it just depends on the vibe. In general, though, I have to say that In-N-Out, I would definitely eat most of the time. If I had only one burger to choose for the rest of my life, I think this is a pretty satisfying burger. If not, I would go with probably the Quarter Pounder at McDonald's. Yeah. It's with cheese and bacon. Yeah. Because that would be American style burger. Normal, not too crazy. It just tastes great. It's small too, right? That's the thing. In-N-Out burger is not too big. If you go to places like Arve's or even Carl's Jr., and what's the other one? Carl's Jr. Oh, Burger King. those are big burgers. Like they're bigger. Just the bread is big. Uh-huh. I tend to favor smaller burger. Yeah, just because if not, it's like you eat only the burger. You don't even have enough room for the fries. And that's the thing I like about Five Guys, though. The burger's kind of on the smaller side ish. It's in the middle. I would say it's in the middle.
If you order a burger at Five Guys, it's going to be a double unless you precise that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Time we forgot to say. Yeah, so at Five Guys you can ask for just one patty, but the basic is 2 patty, and that's a lot.
That's expensive.
And that's what makes it expensive compared to the other one. But at the same time, the patty is kind of thin, right? So the other time we went in a burger place and we were like, okay, we'll take just 1 patty because that's gonna be enough. But the problem was it was so thin and overflowing, like the burger bun, that it wasn't very satisfying because then it was too thin, like in that way. So, but at Five Guys, I usually just take 1 patty and that's fine. I don't need more. Oh, are you the type to actually take milkshakes? Yeah, because I think that's, the American diner and the whole thing is all about milkshakes, right? Back in the day, it was milkshake, cherry pies, and burgers. So a lot of people do still order the milkshake at Five Guys, or you can also do it at In-N-Out. Now, McDonald's has milkshake, but it's...
In-N-Out's got a special milkshake too, right?
Yeah, they have the Neapolitan. Yeah. So they mix chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry together. It's a bit of a crazy thing. Well, it's like the ice cream. And so yeah, I like to dip my fries in milkshake. I think like the salty and sweet is good, but that must be or might be just a Canadian thing.
It's always better at Wendy's. Wendy's got better fries than In-N-Out.
It's true that Wendy's has better fries, and we did try it. Plus, they have the chili at Wendy's. Yeah. I forgot to talk about Wendy's. It's true, like square meat, and they sell them at the grocery stores in Canada now. Some of them, like at Safeway, I saw them. So they're not frozen, and yeah, they're Wendy's patties. So you can buy them there. I have no idea. I haven't tested yet, so we'll see how that goes. But it surely will be interesting. Yeah. Okay, what else have I got to say about this before we go and shoot our very, very first In-N-Out burger, Tailgate Kitchen? Oh, I also heard that if you reverse the In-N-Out cup, there's a Bible verse in there.
What?
Yeah, because like the guy who started it was very Christian. Yeah, that thing. So, but I don't know. The coffee cup says, yeah, there's a Bible verse on every In-N-Out cup.
The liquor cup?
Yeah, just the cup, like the white cup with the
cup they give you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it. Well, I haven't like looked for it, but if you know it, tell me. Because yeah, he was religious, that guy, and they kept it. From what?
They're still religious.
Well, of course.
Not like Chick-fil-A.
Well, yeah, but Chick-fil-A is like that's other level. They're closed on Sunday. It's like really intense. I've never been to Chick-fil-A. We've been close to when we were in the USA. It wasn't in Santa Barbara. We were close to Santa Barbara, I think, but didn't go. Yeah, so that one I haven't tried. But that's chicken. That's not burgers. That's not beef. So that's completely different. We won't go there. Yeah. So that's what's happening. And also, I think In-N-Out also has their meat not frozen. So that's another thing. Like their fries are fresh, even though I don't like them, but their meat is still unfrozen. There's a few places where they still do that. Maybe that's why the meat is really good there. So I don't know.
The Tesla diner was not frozen.
No. The Tesla diner was really good.
That was it.
Yeah, the sauce was good. The bun was crispy, and the everything else, like the actual smash, was really crispy and thin. It was all good. The cheese too. The cheese had melted like all over the patty. Amazing. Yeah, if you have a chance to go to the Tesla diner in Hollywood, go. Yeah, just for the food. Just for the cheeseburger. Go there for the cheeseburger. All right, guys. I'm going to catch you later because we're going to go shoot Tailgate Kitchen. So stay tuned. It will be posted on this channel shortly. And for the rest, well, you can go check out all the short videos and all the other content that we already have on there. This was Piper for While You Wait. Because while you wait to charge your electric vehicle, or for your wife to get out of the shower, you listen to the podcast. But you can also watch. I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for being there.